All right, everyone. So we're reacting to an article here from Game Rant titled Gears of War Reloaded: Five Biggest New Improvements Confirmed for the Remaster. So I hope you guys are getting ready because we're going to be doing a lot of videos. We have the beta coming up and then the release, obviously, a month after that, or actually 2 months after that. But still, we're going to try to get a bunch of daily content up. I am going to be recording so much. Hopefully, it goes as planned. But we're going to look at the five biggest new improvements. Let's get right into it. The first one, crossplay. The Gears community can play with one another anywhere and everywhere. So this is a big deal. Okay, this is a really, really massive deal because now we're getting a much bigger, base of people that could play. This is something that could live on for quite some time. Now, I don't know how this is going to work with, if you have E-Day coming out next year, you certainly would want this game to have more than a year's worth of, people playing it. So we'll have to see how that works. But certainly what helps is the whole idea of this being cross-play. Huge, huge deal. Cross progression. Xbox players won't be forced to start from scratch. So I don't actually know what they mean by this, so I'll read this. For Gears of War fans who end up having Reloaded downloaded on multiple systems, the good news is there will be no need to start from scratch since the remaster is confirmed to feature cross progression. This is extremely handy considering there are plenty of weapon skins and characters that can be unlocked through multiplayer, so it gives players an easier time when moving between platforms. Okay, so I actually did know what that meant. Um, that's awesome. So now you can get multiple, right? Multiple different copies of this game and just go from one to the other to the other to the other. No problem with that, right? No problem with that. All right, next one, 60 FPS campaign. So this is talking about it playing at 60 FPS. You know, these are the small improvements that remaster can make, right? These are the small improvements you can make. Just make the game feel a little bit better, right? Make it run a little bit smoother. And I think that goes a long, long way. 120 FPS multiplayer. So this, like I said, I'm not a technical guy, so I don't know necessarily how big of a deal this is going to be. My guess is it's going to be pretty good, right? My guess is it's going to be pretty good. So absolutely phenomenal. We'll be pumped about that. Get ready. And 4K HDR, modernized frame rate and cost player paired with brand new 4K graphics. So let's read this too. When the original Gears of War was released on the Xbox 360 back in 2006, it was well known for having a very dark and gritty aesthetic, which, while appropriate for the tone of the game, wasn't always the most pleasing to the eyes. While the Ultimate Edition made some big improvements, it's with Reloaded that players will finally be able to jump into the campaign with 4K graphics unlocked. When paired with the refined character models and animations that have been added into the mix, there's no doubt this is going to be a real looker in terms of its visuals. With HDR enabled, it's going to allow Gears of War to be more expressive in its color palette, letting players appreciate Sarah and the rest of the diverse environments in all their war-torn beauty. I mean, let's just call this what it is. This is absolutely, absolutely phenomenal. Okay, all of this is absolutely phenomenal. Cross progression, cross play, go down the list. Everything here is going to make it so. It's going to make it great. We look at this from the standpoint of, okay, we don't want major changes. This game is already great, right? We already want what we're getting with this. We don't need that. We don't need major changes. You make the FPS a little better. You upgrade the graphics a little bit. You give it cross-play so more people can play the game. What else could you want? What else could you want? I mean, just a phenomenal, phenomenal start. And I feel like I'm getting to a point here where I'm really hyping this thing up. So they better deliver because, we're really hyping this thing up. The beta announcement really has sent me for, just for a loop here because my brain's scrambling thinking, can I get enough content to do daily videos from the beta all the way to the full release of the game? We're going to try it. I'm going to try to be able to get enough footage that we could have some type of daily video all the way through. That's my hope. So that would be, over a month's worth of gameplay. Maybe we'll just do Monday through Friday. We'll figure all that out. We'll see after both versions of the beta how much I was able to get. But let's just call it what it is. This is going to rock, right? This is absolutely going to rock. So thank you all for watching. Stay tuned. And if you're new, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching.